It's been so long since I filmed the video, and this was definitely not the outcome that I was anticipating, obviously, when I was documenting this whole journey. But you can't control what you can't control, and this is the outcome. So it's something that I have to face and something that I have to go through. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something that's a little bit different and something that signifies that I'm in the next phase of my life. From the title, I guess you guys can tell, right? Like, I was pregnant and I had a miscarriage. So I'm gonna share this journey, okay, mainly for myself, because I just wanna like look back next time. If I ever get pregnant again, I just wanna look back and tell myself that we've been through so much, and this has got to be one of the toughest and definitely the loneliest journey in my whole life. I have no script, I only have a timeline of what happened. So throughout the video, if I stutter a lot or whatever, please forgive me because it's been very long since I filmed the video. But let's get right into it. Okay, I've actually written everything down here in my phone, so I'll just like go through the list and tell you guys like what actually happened. Okay, so me and Kenneth, we have actually been together for 3 years now, going 3 years actually, and I think out of all of my relationships, this is the only relationship where I felt really secure. I think Kenneth really loves me for who I am, because you guys know I'm like a crazy girlfriend. I have difficulty controlling my emotions, I'm bad-tempered, and I'm pretty selfish in a relationship. So I think Kenneth is the only person that can accept me for who I am, yet stand by me every single time. So yeah, so I'm very happy to have found him. But anyway, so being together with him, we felt that we're at a very good age to settle down, and we felt that we are ready to be parents. So in January of 2021, which is the start of last year, we decided to start trying for a kid. And just a disclaimer, we were not married then, okay? But before you guys like jump to conclusion or like start bashing me for not being married, I think everybody is entitled to their own beliefs and the way they want to live their life, okay? And as for me, I've never ever been the kind of girl whereby I want to have a grand wedding, I want to wear a nice wedding dress. No, it has never been like that, because yeah, I'm just not that kind of person. I don't really like having super huge celebration, especially for me and my partner, because I feel that our love is between us. If we get married, it only concerns us and our direct family and probably a few friends. So that aside, marriage is not a thing to me, not a big thing to me. But eventually we got married, yeah, but I'll touch on that later. So last year January, we decided to start trying for a kid, and yeah, so we tried. We were not like actively trying, but we were not like taking any protection as well. So we were just like trying for a kid, and time went on, and there were like no good news. Like my menses still come every single month, and it's so disappointing. I'm sure all those who are trying to conceive 100% understand where I'm coming from. It comes to a point whereby I feel that there was no progress. So in June, I started looking out for fertility tests to do with Kenneth, and I came across a few, but eventually we finalized on the Raffles fertility test, only because it was the cheapest one. Okay, I think 2 person in total, we only paid like maybe 400 each, including GST, and we felt that since we were not married, right, we don't exactly have to do a super comprehensive one, we can just do like a simple one. So that's when we booked the appointment, and we got an appointment in August to do a fertility test. Okay, so what the doctors tested for me would be my thyroid, if I have thyroid issue, my egg counts in both of my ovaries, ultra scan of my uterus to see how's my womb and everything. And as for Kenneth, they did a semen test to see his sperm count and like the mobility of his sperms. Before I continue, right, I want to debunk this myth. I don't know when or where it started, okay, but this was the #1 question all of our friends, mainly guys, asked us when we told them that we went for a fertility check. And that would be, do the nurses help you to jack off? The truth is, they don't. I mean, we're in Singapore, why would they do that? Okay, so what what Kenneth did was that he was being sent into a room, okay, only him alone with nobody else, okay, and then there were like FHM magazines around, and you just have to DIY, do it yourself, okay. So Kenneth did that, and then they collected the semen sample and we went for a test. And I also had to do blood test because that's to test for the thyroid. So on 21st August, that was when we went for our second follow-up checkup to get the results of our fertility test. And very good news, very positive note. Both of us are healthy and our fertility, okay, we are both very fertile. So she did a check on me. She mentioned that my right ovary I have 12 eggs and my left ovary I have 16 eggs, which she mentioned is a little bit too much, but she said it's fine, okay. And I don't have thyroid, my body is healthy, my uterus looks fine, except there's a little like fibroid looking thing, which she told me not to be alarmed at all because it could just be like menses. Like my previous month's menses never like excrete fully, so maybe they are like leftover. So she said it's nothing alarming at all. And as for Kenneth, his semen count were very good and he has pretty healthy sperm. He do have a few abnormal sperms here and there, but she said that it's very common among men, so there's nothing alarming. So overall, our health looks good and we are good to go if we're trying for a kid. We felt very relieved. I felt that this is $400 over worth paying for, because if you're trying for a kid, I feel that you should at least get a fertility test, so that in the event if you have any like issue with your body, you get to find it out faster and then you get to solve it, okay. But this is just my point of view. So time went on and there was still no progress, okay, and I told myself, okay, maybe it's time for me to start preparing my womb for pregnancy, okay. So from September onwards, I cut out alcohol, I cut out cold drinks, I cut out cold desserts. So I only ate warm stuff, and I started taking folic acid. Actually, I've been taking folic acid since January. So but this time around I bought a different brand of folic acid. I bought Obimin from Guardian, which is different from the one that I used previously. These were like the small changes that I made. So from September, if you ask me out to go alcohol and I didn't go drink with you, this is the reason why, okay. So yeah, so I cut out alcohol. I mean, most of my friends know lah, cause I tell them openly that I'm trying for a kid. Okay, so there was still no news. So in October, I started to try a different method, which is to use ovulation strips, because a lot of my pregnant mummies tried it and it's a one-hit wonder. Like once you tried it, you will get a baby. I mean, that's what everybody, that's how Google, YouTube portrays it. So my pregnant mummy friends gave me their leftover ovulation strip because it's supposedly good lah, okay. So then I started using it and I started tracking. So October was a fail tracking because I read on Google and my friend told me that you're supposed to track your second pee of the day. And for me, I have difficulty peeing if I don't drink a lot of water. So the first pee is fine. Everybody will definitely have a first pee after you wake up. But the second pee, that's the hardest part. You're not supposed to drink a lot of water and then you're supposed to track the second pee. So I had a lot of difficulty tracking it because my pee only came like in the evening or when I'm out, and I didn't bring the strips with me. So October was a total flop. Like the whole tracking was like messed up. I didn't even follow through with everything because I just couldn't catch my second pee every single day. So my friend sent me a video on fertility tracking, which I will leave the video down below, okay, whereby I'm supposed to track my fertility 2 times a day. One time in the morning with my first pee, second time will be in the evening around like 7 p.m. or like 9 p.m, whichever. And this method works so much better for me. I mean, it was so much easier because when I wake up, I just track it, and then I just bring the strips out with me in the evening. I'll just track it. Like it's better than me trying to catch the second pee. Okay, so the tracking went well, and every single day I was just like waiting, oh my god, when am I gonna ovulate, when am I not gonna ovulate. Like I was having like panic. Okay, not panic, I was a little bit overly excited because when I was not ovulating, I'm like, oh my god, it's been like 10 days, it's been 9 days, I'm still not ovulating, is there something wrong with me? Okay, so on the 13th day, I ovulated. Guys, I was so happy. It felt like I was pregnant. I was like, oh my god, I ovulated. And at that point of time, me and Kenneth, we are not staying together yet. I'm still staying with my parents and he's staying with his parents. So when I ovulated that night, I was like, we need to meet right now to do the deed. Okay, I was so excited. I was like, let's meet to do it. Okay, I mean, there's no shame sharing it with you guys, because I'm sure those that are trying to conceive, you guys will know how I'm feeling, etc. So we did the deed, and after that I tracked for another 2 more days, and I stopped tracking because I was thinking, we already did the deed, I already checked my ovulation, you know what, I already got it done, so yeah, I'm not gonna track anymore. November came. So my menses day is usually on the 7th or the 8th every single month. Okay, but one difference I noticed during this whole like waiting period, right, was that my boobs hurt a lot, and I was like, oh my god, I've never felt this. I mean, the last time I felt this was like in secondary school, because my boobs obviously stopped growing at a very early age. That's why I have very small boobs, right? So then I was like, my boobs hurt so bad, and I was like, this is so weird. But at that point of time, I didn't like research or anything. I was just thinking like, can't be, how can it be, we've been trying for so long, how can it be? Like, I used the ovulation strips one time, I'm pregnant one time. So I didn't think so much. So on the 7th and the 8th, my menses didn't come, and I was like, something is definitely going on, because I was very, very tired. I haven't been feeling very well. I don't know where to begin, and my breast hurts so much, and my period, my boobs were hurting so much, and I didn't have much appetite during this whole period of time, and I've never ever felt this way. So on 11th December, I decided to take a pregnancy kit, and I found out that I'm pregnant. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how happy I was. I didn't really cry because it's a happy thing, there's no point crying. Okay, I'm not gonna cry because I'm like more in shock. Yeah, but I was so happy, and I was so shocked. I was really so shocked, because I didn't thought that I'll get pregnant like after using the ovulation strips one time, right? I mean, we've been trying for so long. So I was very happy. But the first thing that crossed my mind would be, how the fuck am I gonna tell my parents? Okay, because my parents are very traditional people. I think they don't mind me like having like a shotgun marriage sort of, but they just don't like the way people might judge them for it. But I was just thinking, fuck it, like, I was trying so hard to get pregnant, and I finally got pregnant. So I want them to be happy. Okay, I know that they might be angry at the start, but I know that eventually they'll be happy. Initially, my mom was angry. I think she took like 1 to 2 days to like let everything sink in. But when it finally sinked in, she was like very happy. She was like, oh my god, let me go and buy certain food for you, which I was very happy, because actually I was thinking, should I not tell them first until everything is like finalized? But I don't feel good like lying to my mom. I just feel like I always tell her everything, so I just told it to her, and I just want her to be on this journey with me, since I'm at home with her most of the time. I'm pregnant!
Really, don't lie.
I took the test this morning.
Really, don't lie.
Okay, so everything is going well. I was like a crazy maniac googling what I should eat, what I should not eat. Like, it was crazy. I was like, okay, I cannot eat raw egg, I cannot eat raw salmon, I cannot eat cooked salmon, I cannot eat mackerel because it's high in mercury, I cannot eat this, I cannot eat that. Like, I was like crazy, and that's when I realized, oh my god, pregnant mummies really cannot eat a lot of things. Fast forward to 13 December, I started spotting, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. But I didn't think anything bad, because when I Google online, everybody says that spotting is normal, it's the implantation of the egg, everything. So I didn't really think much about it.
Because usually we will ask a lot of questions for pregnancy, because sometimes some patients might have some spotting, and also that we always have to double check with patients. So yeah, lucky you mentioned about your condition.
Okay. Until he started spotting more, then I called this gynae, which Canon's friend recommended him, and she told me to go down on the day itself. Then I was like, why I need to go down on the day? I mean, like, isn't it implantation? So anyway, we went down to see the doctor, to see the gynae. So she did a scan in my womb and she couldn't find anything, and she was saying that never mind, let's just monitor, it could be an ectopic pregnancy, or probably the sac have not even formed because we are very early into the pregnancy, etc. But she was saying it's okay, let's just check your HCG levels and let's get the blood test done. So I did the blood test on the day. I came back 2 days later to do the blood test. And on 16, when I went back to the gynae, we were not expecting this.
Hello, 10:20 tomorrow.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
will we have a bit of waiting time, because we slot you in between,
Actually got earlier slot like 9 AM. Then she called me on the 15th to ask me to go down on 16th morning because the doctor would like to talk to me. At that point in time, I wasn't negative at all. I was thinking, oh, probably she's just gonna tell me that everything is fine, my baby's growing well. Like I was like very, very positive, right? So when I went down on 16th, and she told me that this could be a chemical pregnancy because the baby's not, the sac is not formed, and my HCG level is dropping, and I was like, I was shocked. And I was very heartbroken because I don't know, it's like we've been trying for so long, right? And finally, when I'm pregnant, she says that it's a chemical pregnancy. So then after that, she told me to be prepared. My body will start flushing it out naturally in a few days time. So just please rest at home. Take 1 to 2 weeks MC. Just like rest at home, don't go out, etc.
Yeah, I guess not terribly good news
Okay.
about the blood results.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one was 663.
Okay.
The second one dropped a bit.
Okay.
To 570. Yeah. So when we see that, it means that the pregnancy is not surviving.
Okay.
Yeah. So you remember when we don't see
On 20th, that was when my body started flushing everything out and my menses started coming, sort of, my miscarriage. That thing came out, and Canon actually Googled, and he said that by right I'm not supposed to be feeling so much pain, but I'm having very, very bad cramps. I don't know why I Googled this. And like this thing came out, and I was like, what is this? But I think it's just like a fibroid or whatever. So I think I had a very, very hard time coping with the miscarriage because I had so much expectation, right? Like I was so excited, I was like, and my mom was like excited, and yeah, it was like very, very, oh my god, sorry, I thought I wouldn't cry because I rehearsed this video so many times. Okay, but anyway, so I was like very disappointed. So so at that point of time I did have like one wedding to attend, but I told my friend I wouldn't attend it, and I just wanted to keep to myself. So I kept to myself for like a good 3 weeks plus, like not seeing anybody, not replying anybody, and just like spending time on myself and with Kenneth and like my mom, because my mom is the only one, and also it's just the 3 of us. So I think throughout this whole journey, especially me finding out that I'm pregnant and then spotting, etc., I felt very, very alone because I only told my cousin and my close friend. I didn't want to tell a lot of people, obviously, because everybody's saying that don't jinx it, you know, don't like it's within the 3 months, etc., don't jinx it. So it felt very lonely. Okay, so after the whole miscarriage thing happened, I went back for another appointment with the gynae, and she told me that don't worry, you're still young, miscarriages are very common. 1 in every 3 women experience miscarriages. I started to see TCM. Also, my friend introduced this TCM doctor to me. I started seeing her, and she mentioned that my uterus is very cold, and she said that as I'm going through a miscarriage now, it's better for me to start taking TCM medicine and start taking good care of my body, and also to rest at home more. So I think I kept to myself for like a good 3 weeks, not talking to anybody, just trying to like take care of my health. So at this point of time, actually right before I found out that I was pregnant, Kenneth's grandfather passed away. So after we experienced this miscarriage, I told him, why not let's just get married since we are already trying for a kid. And my mom was like, you know what, you're already trying for a kid, just get married lah. I mean, we don't want to wedding, right? Just do like an ROM or something. So and also Chinese, there's a saying whereby you have to get married within 100 days or 3 years. Yeah, so I told him, yeah, let's just get married. So then he was like, yeah, okay lah, let's just get married. So that's why we held our wedding so fast. Everybody was like, were you pregnant? Were you pregnant? Guys, I wish I was pregnant, but unfortunately I'm not. So yeah, so we planned a like very small wedding that we only invited family members, but because a lot of people couldn't make it, so that's why we extended the invitation to our close friends. But overall, for someone that hates wedding, I entirely enjoyed my wedding because almost everybody that I love were there. I mean, I wish I could invite a bit more people that I really love, like maybe 10 or 20 people, but they know that I love them lah. Yeah. But anyway, overall it was a very good thing. So we decided to get married in a hurry and to just start trying for a kid. Like the wedding is not our priority. We just want to get all the formalities in place so that our parents wouldn't like nag at us if like we are pregnant, or like they wouldn't have difficulty telling people that, oh, my kid is pregnant. Yeah. So this is why we got married so fast. So at the 1st of January, that was when I started ovulating again, right after my miscarriage, and I told Kenneth, let's just try.